Hi, I'm Miss Haley with the Huntsville-Madison County Public Library, and today I'm going to show you how to do one of our summer reading kits. This kit is our Week 3 Middles kit. It is a popsicle stick catapult, and you can get that at the library using our grab bag form, hmcpl.org/grabbags, and this is going to be available Week 3 of summer reading. So for this popsicle stick catapult, what you will have in your bag is a set of directions that look like this. And I will tell you right now, the pictures in our directions don't actually follow the directions that are on the page. So that's interesting. We didn't make these. We got these from someplace. So that's interesting. Well, I'll set those aside for now. I'm going to need those in a minute. You're also going to have a Did You Know page that talks a little bit about some of the scientific concepts that you're using in this activity. You're using technology. In this case, it's a lever, which is a type of simple machine. You're using math to determine the amount of supplies you need in this case. You're using engineering skills to construct your catapult. And there's a follow-up activity here as well to suggest something you can do with your catapult, which I won't spoil for you. I'll let you guys read that one for yourself. There's also a third page that talks about Newton's 3 laws of motion. So Sir Isaac Newton was born in 1643, and he was a scientist and a mathematician, and he actually is one of the fathers of physics. So physics is the study of matter and its behavior, and motion is a behavior of matter. He came up with 3 laws of motion. The first one is that an object at rest will stay at rest, and an object in motion will stay in motion. So that means if an object is just sitting there, like this piece of paper, it's going to stay there until an outside force acts on it. So when I pick it up, I'm the outside force acting on this piece of paper. Similarly, a ball, say that's rolling down a hill, will stay in motion until something acts on it to make it stop. So it's just going to go forever unless something makes it stop. So it could hit something. It could also build up friction as it rolls across the ground. Friction builds up. If you rub your hands together really fast, you'll feel heat, and that heat is a product of friction. So that's a really easy and simple activity you can do to illustrate that, is rubbing your hands together really fast. So his second law of motion is that acceleration occurs when a force acts on mass. So that's kind of like propulsion. You know, when we push that ball, that's acceleration. And 3, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So when you push that ball and it goes flying, your body has to come back to that. And so your body is reacting to the action of you pushing the ball. You might have to keep your balance or pull your arm goes back from the throw, whatever that happens to be. So you'll have these 2 sheets in your craft as well that gives you some scientific information about the popsicle stick catapult that is applied in this activity. You will also in your craft kit have 7 popsicle sticks and 3 rubber bands. And that's pretty much all you need except your ammunition. You'll need some ammo. Our popsicle stick catapult directions suggest marshmallows, and those are a really good idea because they have a flat side that you can use to set on top of your catapult, and that helps it be stable before you shoot it. I do not have marshmallows in at the library today, so I have some paper balls that I made just out of some scrap paper I had lying around. So choose your ammo. Choose it wisely. You know, don't throw anything spiky or pointy around. That's probably not a good idea. So to start out with, you are going to need 5 of your popsicle sticks. So I had 7, so I'm going to push 2 away. That means I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 right here. There's my math skills coming out. So 5 popsicle sticks. You're going to put them all together in a stack, and you're going to take a rubber band, and you're going to wrap it around one end. And so to do that, if you've never wrapped around a rubber band, this is a really good fine motor skills. You're going to put it on there. You're going to twist it. You're going to put it on there again. Twist it. Put it on there again. Twist it. Put it on there again. Twist it. And you just keep doing that until it's tight enough that it's holding it together. They're not loose. They're not flopping around. Your rubber band's not going to fall off. So right about there on your stick. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just near the end, not so close to the end that it's going to slip off, and not so close to the middle that it's not on the end anymore. See what I did there? So you're going to do the same thing with another rubber band on the other end. Now your rubber band colors might vary and your sizes might vary. We have just a pack of rubber bands that we're using to supply these kits. So it may look a little different than mine, but you're going to do the same thing. Just twist around and around until that rubber band's nice and tight. I think I could go one more. And on the end. And see, that's not quite on the same spot as this one. That's okay. So you have a stack of 5 rubber bands. Super simple. So now you're going to take this rubber band and you're going to take your 2 sticks, your 2 popsicle sticks, and you are going to rubber band them together on one end. So obviously we're out of rubber bands at this point, but we're going to rubber band it together right down here. Same process. Just keep going around and around until it is tight, like that. So now you have 2 popsicle sticks together and 5 popsicle sticks together. Your stack of 5 should be rubber banded on both ends, and your stack of 2 should be rubber banded only on one end. Now what you're going to do for your popsicle stick catapult is you're going to pull it apart a little, just gently. You don't want to like wrench it, so that you can have this. That could be a fun clapper toy, maybe. And you're going to slide the 5 in between the 2. You're going to slide it down. This is the fulcrum. So the point where these 2 meet is the fulcrum of our catapult. And that is the part that is providing force. And I can tell you right now, I think you should experiment with the positioning of these. So I've got mine in there like this, so that the flat side is up. You could, however, turn it and put it in there like that. You probably couldn't get it in there as far, so it'd be further back, but you could do it that way. But I can tell you right now that science has determined that 45 degrees, so that's the angle between these 2, 45 degrees is apparently a pretty good angle for that. That's not the angle here though. This is maybe, I don't know, 30. So you have a catapult. It's super simple. It's that easy. When you're firing it, I recommend that you set it down like this so that it is pointing away from you. You're going to hold down the crossbar with one hand. You put your ammo on there. This is why a marshmallow works really well. My ammo is a little rounded, so it wants to roll down. A marshmallow can sit on there pretty good. You're going to push it down, and you're going to let it go, and that is going to go flying across the room. Now mine flies almost straight up, which is interesting. So I'm also going to issue with this craft pack a challenge. This isn't just a fun craft you can make. It's also an engineering challenge. I challenge you to improve on this design so that your catapult, when you shoot it, shoots outwards. Because when a catapult is shooting the way it's supposed to, when it's shooting the way you want it to be designed to, it's going to shoot far and so long, and it's going to go high too. You want some height. You don't want to just take straight up and then come back down and hit you in the head. If you were catapulting a big rock, that probably wouldn't be good. But you also don't want it to go straight into the ground. So play with your angle. You can do that. You can engineer this by playing with the angle between these. Maybe turning this so it's up would help. You could turn it up. You could rubber band this together. You could try more popsicle sticks if you have some at home. You could add a rubber band cross right here so that it's rubber banded there, and you can turn it and it'll hold tighter. Because right now it wants to push away. So if you rubber band that in place right there, then you can do more. Maybe you want to add a spoon to the end of it, rubber band a spoon here. Just play around with your design and see what you can come up with. And that's my challenge for you today. Thank you guys.